I would look back at the last 4 years and think about is we've done a lot to increase transparency and working with the state. Also, we've worked to increase transparency in the boards and commissions I serve on. We also recognize that our front door to our office is no longer just in downtown Nashville. It's that web portal. We're trying to make it easier and easier to do business with us online, to be able to transact business. That's something we really enjoy doing. And also, probably the most important thing we're doing is we have really developed a good customer-centered culture over the last 4 years, internally and externally, to help Tennesseans realize that they are our customers. And we recognize that each and every day and trying to make it easy to do business with us all over the state. In the next 4 years, we think we can do even better in trying to increase the amount of things we're doing online and really beef up our support of libraries around the state.
And then obviously the issues with elections they're probably always on people's minds, but in particular with the photo ID. I mean, can you talk a little bit about the challenges and sort of like how you think your office has responded to kind of?
Well, I think we've got great leadership in Mark Goins, our coordinator of elections. I'm convinced we've got the best one in the country over there. You know, what many states spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on, we went out and we were able to achieve a lot of outreach. Over 90% of Tennesseans knew about the photo ID law. We had minimal problems on election day, and I think that shows what a great job not just we're doing, but county election officials around the state are doing. And number one, making sure that people know about the law. Number two, making sure that they're able to comply with the law, and making sure that all eligible voters in this state are able to vote.
Now, in terms of turnout this last, and forgive me, the numbers, I mean, how did it compare with percentage of registered voters with other years?
You know, I don't have that number. If you look at a comparable election from 8 years ago when when it was a similar situation, we had an incumbent running for re-election, then the numbers are very comparable. They're over that. 2 years ago, we didn't have the incumbent. You had an open presidency. And so the numbers are a little higher 4 years ago than they were this time, but higher this time than 8 years ago when you had a more comparable election.
So I guess, obviously a lot of people were suggesting that voter ID would suppress voter turnout. And I heard others kind of suggest that, well, because there was such a push to, educate people, that would actually increase. Is there, I mean...
I think what you'll see is that people who disagree with the law will find numbers to suit their purposes. And what I would just say is that we want to make sure every eligible voter in the state of Tennessee votes. We encourage high voter turnout. We encourage voter participation. And we want to make sure eligible voters have the opportunity to vote.